Welcome Virgo to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 25th of March for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. I'm showing on the screen now your event chart, and you can see Mars is right on the 7th house cusp in the sign of Pisces, where he arrived last Friday. Now Mars is going to be here through to the end of April, and it's going to help you to assert your boundaries in a very positive way. Now Saturn has been in this area since last March 2023, and it may not have always been easy around certain interactions. Now you can feel feistier, more self-confident about saying what you want, and that's going to be really important this week because the week begins with the penumbral lunar eclipse in your second solar house of Libra, which is very much about your self-worth, but also your values and critically everyday money. But if we go back to last October the 14th, when we had the solar eclipse in Libra, that helped you to set your intentions around those areas. It's just that Uranus was forging a jagged angle to the eclipse and Neptune a rather draining one. And it's possible that you found it a little bit difficult to get the collaboration and cooperation you'd like from someone that you've needed to interact with. Now, this could be a colleague, it could be a boss, it could be a bank, it may even be in a romantic dimension. But the lunar eclipse at the start of this week brings all of these issues up to the boil. And if it does feel that the ins and outs around your finances or the dialogue around discussing your finances is blunted and not flowing as well as it could, I feel that what Mars can do is help you to protect yourself, but also to assert yourself with a great deal of authority. But also, as last week came to a close, there was a glorious link between Venus in your 7th house of relating and Jupiter in your 9th house of travel and widening your horizons. If you did meet someone at this time, it could be that you're actually going to show a little bit more of the push in order to be the go-getter because of Mars moving into your 7th house. But a connection now, and I don't mean just in a romantic context, could prove to be very fortunate. So if you decide to travel somewhere with a friend or a partner, it could, even if you put the plan in motion now and don't exactly go, or if you actually head off this week through to Wednesday, it could be a really lovely time to do so. Now, of course, your ruler Mercury can influence travel when it's in retrograde, and it's in its pre-retrograde shadow at the moment, but for you in the 8th house where the Sun is, and Chiron and the North Node. So they are asking you to think about what you share with other people, but also what you'd like to transform in your life. But you can get some good advice. Neptune is applying to Mercury, and if there is someone caring and supportive who understands your situation, they can, with sensitivity, make some very good suggestions. Also, Venus in your 7th house forges an electric link with Uranus, which becomes exact on Thursday. If you are single, something could happen quite quickly this week. Maybe it's a date, maybe you're going to connect with someone, maybe you'll have just a little magical moment, you know, when you're going in and out of a store and someone catches your eye. That type of thing can be really exciting. Now, if you are in a settled relationship, I think a lot of the dialogue this week could be about money, but it may also be about your desire to be heard more, because the 7th house energy that you have means that since Saturn moved there last year, if you feel that a partner hasn't been able to tune into your needs quite as much, again, Mars gives you more assertion, but Venus the charm and Neptune the guile in order to articulate yourself very skillfully. But Pluto, of course, moved on the 21st of January into your 6th house of work, physical health and fitness, diet, nutrition. And it is forging a very strong link with the Sun at the start of this week. So maybe the good fortune for you this week could be something to do with a job application. And the more open-minded you are, and being open to travel, for example, or learn new skills, they're blessed, all those strands, by the alliance between Uranus and Jupiter, which tightens up as this week draws to a close and comes within 3 degrees. They come into an exact conjunction on the 21st of April for the first time in 14 years. This time, Mars is going to be connecting to them very, very helpfully. So if there's part of you that didn't quite, from that solar eclipse last year, break out and be more adventurous in quite the way you wanted, perhaps because you've really put security, foundations, and keeping your finances safe, there is going to be part of you developing as you go into April that may find you a lot more risk-taking, and perhaps it's about a job, maybe a relationship, that's going to start to show up from this week. It's been a real pleasure being with you, Virgo. I hope you have a great week. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol.